Hello, 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 and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our Tuesday live interview with our special guests, Kim Warren and Amber Monet, who are going to be our camera professionals for the branding makeover Saturday, April 29th. Um, I am Erica, your host. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Erica Bradford. And I do a few different things. I am a woman of faith. I am a minister of the gospel of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I am a brand therapist and designer. And the list goes on and on and on and on. But God impressed it upon my heart to have a branding makeover for our professional women this quarter of the year. Saturday, April 29th, I'm giving you a exclusive Airbnb in the city of Philadelphia. You can come out and you're going to get your photo shoot done, upgraded photos. You're going to get videography, a customized documentary by Amber, and you're also going to get hair and makeup done all on one site. And for those of you who want to stick around, those of you who may be flying into the city or coming into the city, we're going to go to dinner afterwards. The next morning, we're going to have prayer and breakfast back at the Airbnb. And then that afternoon, we're going to have lunch, go sightseeing, and then that will be it. So it's a whole weekend of us hanging out as ladies, talking about our business, talking about our brand, encouraging other in our faith walk, and just to empower one another. And God told me to do it this time of year because the next 3 quarters of this year, he said, you're going to need this upgraded branding for your business and for your ministry. Some of you may have good photos that you've been using. Some of you may already have documentaries or videos. But the next 3 quarters of the year, God said that there are going to be 10 specific women who need this makeover to launch their book, to launch their website, to launch their social media, because you have to represent right. If you want to promote yourself, if you want a higher price target audience, you have to promote yourself right. Yes, we believe God is going to do it. We believe God is going to make the way. We believe God is going to open up and send in the clients and send in the people. But if you are not looking like how you want to represent, then you could cause a longer journey than anticipated. So I'm grateful. Tonight, we're not going to prolong this. I'm going to bring our guest in and they're going to introduce themselves and we're going to have fun tonight. So I'm excited. If you're watching, please like and share, invite people onto the chat. We are live and Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube. So good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. I'm going to bring Kim in first. Hey, Kim.
Hello.
How you doing tonight, girly?
I am doing great. How are you?
Great, great. Before we bring Amber in, just giving you a few minutes by yourself, please let our guests know who you are, where you're from, and the name of your business.
So, my name is Kim Warren. As she stated, the name of my business is KSW Photography, which derives from my initials of my name, and I am from Willingboro, New Jersey.
Williamsburg, New Jersey. And Kim, what got you started with KSW Photography?
So, actually, it was a whim. So I am a playwright, and during COVID, of course, a lot of us couldn't produce our shows as normal, and so I wanted to segue into film. And so one of my girlfriends, who's a videographer, was like, "Well, first you need to learn how to work a camera." So I
Mhm.
was like, "Very true." So I took pictures of my brother's proposal, and from then, literally, I was booked solid. And so I'm one of those people that I'm not going to sink. I'm going to swim. So I had to kind of just prepare myself and learn my craft. And that's how it all started. I've only been in business a year, but business is great. So
Yes, I see your posts all the time. It's like, oh, I only got 3 slots net. I got 3 slots, and then I look again. It's like, oh, I'm sold out this month. I got. I was like, yes, Kim. I love it. To God be the glory. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So next we're going to bring in Amber. Hi, Amber. Hi. So I'm already told people your first name, but if you don't mind giving your name, your company's name, and how you got started.
Of course. Hello, good evening. I am Amber Monet Spencer, married name Spencer, but I go by Amber Monet for my IMDb. I have been doing film for about 8 years now. Temple University grad, hashtag TU. I love it. I actually started as a dance major and auditioned for Temple's dance department, got in. It was a dance major and switched to media my junior year, and have been doing mostly a mixture of all types of videography and film. And then did my first documentary, full length documentary, last year that is now on Amazon, and got hooked to telling stories, particularly our stories.
Yes.
And having that platform to let people speak from their own perspective versus having someone else tell their story, whether that's a brand, a person, an experience, an organization. I'm really, really attracted to telling stories and stories of people of color, particularly because oftentimes we're not the person to tell our own stories. So
Yes. So and let people know where what film is on. You said Amazon.
Amazon. Yep.
Yes.
So it's our the legendary Marion Williams. She's a pioneer gospel artist, actually from Philadelphia. Also a Kennedy Center Honor recipient and MacArthur Foundation Award recipient. That's currently just got launched to Amazon as of last month. So I'm really excited about that. I now have a documentary that is an official selection for the New Jersey Film Festival
Yeah.
called Reading is Love by two African American fathers and Temple alumni who read to kids and give out free books in the city of Philadelphia. So I love just stories like that and businesses that are really passionate about the community they serve and just want to get their voice out because there's so many great businesses in our community that don't often see the light of day just because the marketing strategies aren't there, or maybe you know entertainment and social media evolves every day. So keeping up with that is a lot. So I like to find ways to help people in any way I can to help get their stuff viral or so forth. So
Yes, for sure. And you are a resident of Los Angeles.
I am a transplant of Cali, Southern California. Moved here for college at 18 and never left. I
Awesome.
like to say I did the opposite move where everyone here is trying to go west. I'm planted. I'm East Coast now officially. It's been too long. I ain't going back. Even though the weather is tempting.
Yes. But it's been warming up, hasn't it?
It has, it's hot now.
Like
I don't like
we're
it.
all in short sleeves today.
You don't
Like
like it?
I like a good winter. We don't have winters no more.
I
no,
know.
we don't have seasons. We have weather. We don't have seasons anymore. Winter
Random weather.
is spring slash summer slash winter. Summer is summer slash spring slash fall.
Right.
It's
I
weird.
hate it.
I'm not complaining about the warmness, but it is weird. It is weird for Philadelphia. It
Yeah.
is weird. So ladies, we have everyone watching. We have Kim Warren, KSW Photography. We have Amber Monet Spencer from Daphne Pictures. Both of these ladies are serving their communities. They're serving our people. They're serving people who are moving forward in their calling. And Kim, you said you've been in it for 1 year. Amber, how long have you been in business in your field?
8 years. Yeah.
8 years. Nice.
Mm.
8 years. Amazing. And Amber, who primarily do you serve? So, do you serve a specific audience? Do you prefer to work with a specific audience?
No, I'm not really limited. I have clients that are all different backgrounds. I am particularly interested in people and organizations that are not really mainstream yet, if that makes sense. So I'm not really looking for like large artists or big, top tier for profit organizations, just because I know they have the budget for huge media teams. So it's like, you can hire anybody you want. I don't really want
Right.
to work on your project. I'm interested in like community connections, and I've been really grateful just to like have all of my clients through like connections and referrals. Thank God I never had to advertise or anything like that, just because I'm really selective with who I work with. Just because with video, I do spend a lot of time with the client in the post production world, and so if I gotta spend all this time with you on these edits, we better connect at some point. Otherwise, it ain't for me. And I'm okay. I'm grateful I'm in a position to say no. And I think when you find a partnership that works and with the vision that's aligned or equally yoked, it's just so much better.
You said a lot. It was a lot of little nuggets there. Before I hone in on that, Kim, is there a target audience or a specific person that you prefer to work with?
So similar to what Amber says, like, across the board, I shoot a lot of different things. Some of my favorites are weddings, branding. I love the little kids, the tiny tots with the theme shoots and the newborns. And I think that goes into like my stage background with like, sets design and all of that stuff. But branding is cool because you get to allow people to see themselves as you see them. A lot of times people have negative uh insight about themselves, and I'm like, girl, you the bomb.com, what you talking about? Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then when they see the photos, they're like, wow. So that's a love that I started to establish with branding.
Okay. With that being said, being a photographer, what do you do? Because this is going to be and this is, I want this question for the women who's going to be at the event as well. So how do you make someone or help someone to open up to the camera, open up to the video shoot, the camera shoot? People that's really shy, people that are really not photogenic, but they're trying their best to get out their comfort zone and do something new. So talking specifically to the ladies who may sign up with you in the future or at this event, both of you, starting with Kim, how do you help somebody to open up to you?
I give them the freedom to be themselves.
Okay.
Like, I feel like a lot of times people come on, in the studio, what have you, and they're trying to do something they've seen, a pose that they've seen, mimic something that may not be them. And
Right.
it comes out looking awkward, and it comes up looking forced. And I'm just like, girl, be you. Like, if you want to just like, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
because you can then see it in the eyes, you can see it in the smile, you can see it in the body language. So the biggest thing is like freeing them of any expectations that they think I may have or they may have.
Good. Good answer. Amber?
Yeah, Kim said it so eloquently. I can to add to it, I would say I try to. Well, it's different with photos with videos because photos I always say are harder because
Right.
you have to grab that moment. Where video, it's moments. That's why I'm 24 frames per second versus the other way around. But like to have people forget I'm there. I like to have people forget the camera is there and it's just them being themselves. Like Kim said, when you can do that, it is easier and you don't have to worry about the fake look or the fake answer. And I'm very controversial with documentaries and interviews. I normally don't send questions in advance.
Okay.
I don't give my talent anything in advance if I
Okay.
can, unless they drag it out of me and they say, I have to, Amber. Like, it's going to be bad if I don't. I'm like, all right, cool.
How were you with my questions? Was my questions okay that I
The
sent
questions were
before?
great.
Okay.
No, they're great. But I'm glad I didn't know them in advance because that natural answer is what honestly is usually going to be the best. Just like with Chem photos, the natural pose is going to be best, not what you practice.
And for
So,
me, I would say it's weird. Like I'm photogenic, but I'm not photogenic. Like if somebody's telling me how to pose and how to do this and how, like it's like that's not me. Like I'm best when I can just be natural, be the artist that I am, and whatever you get on it on that film is what you're gonna get.
There you go.
Question: what kind of music do you guys like to listen to when working?
Amber, you could go first.
Okay. None, because I'm usually recording audio.
Good answer.
Don't want any background music. Turn it all off. And even down the street can't be on because my microphone's gonna pick up on your lavalier. Nothing.
Got you. And I'm
But
so
if I could
opposite.
choose, I would say smooth jazz. I'm a smooth jazz baby. Yeah, I grew up with a love for like Together Again. Dave Koz is like,
Wait, I gotta write that one down.
listen, that's my go-to like anthem. Get ready for a shoot. Prep myself. I like instrumental jazz. That's just my thing. I love that probably the most.
Okay, smooth jazz. Love it. That's me all the way. You, Kim.
So I kind of leave it up to the client because I want them to be comfortable, and I service a lot of people, a lot of different backgrounds. So I don't want to necessarily throw some gospel on
Right.
and they're Muslim and offend. And some of these young whippersnappers, like the music they listen to, I don't be having a clue. But if it put them in their bag, like let's go, like.
Yeah. 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 So I'm thinking about creating a playlist for the 29th. And I'm eclectic. Like, of course I love gospel. I love jazz. I like Spanish jazz. I like African instrumentals. I think I'm just gonna play a cool playlist of different instrumentals. I don't think I should really leave it to like a R&B artist or like a hip
Mhm.
hop artist. I'm just gonna leave it on like an instrumental mix. That way everybody down with that. You can't offend
Right,
nobody with an instrumental, right?
right.
Kim?
Because they could be singing one song and they be like, "Oh, it's this song over here," and you be like, "Yep, that's exactly what."
Yes, keep it upbeat. I want people to feel comfortable. So I definitely want something upbeat. I don't want something too smooth. That might put us to sleep. I don't want it too smooth. So I think something upbeat and with some instrumentals, that'd be cool. And I like to dance. I like to have a good time. So if y'all see me around on doing the cha cha, doing the mamba, don't mind me. Awesome, ladies. Okay, so Kim, you've been in it for a year. Amber, you've been in it for 8 years. I've been in my industry for 10. I'm going to start with you, Amber. What keeps you passionate? What keeps you going? Because as a creative, sometimes as a creative entrepreneur, it's a freedom to it, which I absolutely love to it. I can make my own schedule. I'm someone is charging me or not charging me, paying me to be come up with something creative. I'm working with clients, so it's amazing. But sometimes it feels a little redundant. Sometimes it can feel a little robotic, and sometimes it's like you don't can't always tap into that creative juices. Sometimes it's not flowing. So what keeps you passionate and going as long as you have?
Hmm. That's actually a really good question.
Mhm.
um, for me, it's those moments where someone appreciates your work or your vision so much that it invokes positive change within them. Kind of like what Kim was saying, where you have someone see yourself in a different light. And I'm a person, I like to be behind the camera. So being in front of the camera, not my favorite. But I love to see people in different angles. I like to interview their stories and move it in a way so that even I do weddings a little bit too now, not as much as I used to do, mostly docs, but I just love people seeing something on the screen that they didn't see before of themselves and it causing self reflect and it causing them to look at themselves in a more positive light. It's like, oh, wow, I really am a good mom. Or, oh, wow, like I am doing my own business and doing the darn thing. I love seeing that because sometimes we don't see that in ourselves. We only hustle every day and then that's it. We don't get a chance to often stop and say, "Hi, I see progress.
Mm,
I see what
that's
the
good.
labor is of the fruits of my labor. And I think that's beauty. I think that's beautiful. I do.
Wow. I think you just captured the essence of the branding makeover. Like, I keep saying it, but you helped me to see it. I kept saying, this is for you to feel comfortable in your branding. This is for you to feel like you've arrived to a new level. But hearing your point of view, it's making more sense. I call to help these specific women to know that they are worthy of something like this, that they are worthy, um, to look at themselves in a new chapter, in a new light, and that the pictures and the photography and videography they may have taken 2 years ago, that's not the same person. That this is 2023 and you've overcome COVID, and you've overcome trauma, and you've overcome dilemmas and situations. Like, you deserve this new look. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Kim, you've been in business for a year, but I'm sure you have some insight on how do you remain passionate about moving forward. You're a mother, you're a wife, you in the production side, and you're in the photography side. So how do you keep balance and passion?
I think with me being so fresh on this side, I think seeing God's grace and favor displayed is what keeps me passionate, because like I'm used to always having a job. Um and I actually didn't say this on my page yet, but so I've been doing photography exclusively for the last 6 months.
Okay.
And I had been praying because I was so like drained from my job, and it
That
just
is
was.
a huge deal. Shout out to you. Like, I don't know if people realize what you just said right there. You exclusively do your passion.
Yes.
That's
Yes. Yes,
major.
it is. Absolutely.
So kudos to
Yeah.
you.
And at first, it was really draining, like doing the 9 to 5 as a creative and things like that. And I was just like praying, like, God, please, make a way. And there was a mass layoff at my job, and I was included in that. And I was like, I was like, okay, this is my segue to try it. You know what I mean? Like, I have money on the side, and I can do what I need to do. And then from there, God has just been showing his favor and his grace. And I didn't go to school for any of it. The plays, the photo, the anything, is just literally God teaching me and opening up doors. And so on the days where it's hard, the days where I'm trying to balance, the days that I feel overwhelmed, the days that I'm dealing with imposter syndrome and
Mm,
all of these things, like I just look like God gave you a gift, and with any gift he's going to prepare the way, and he's going to equip you as long as you're responsible and diligent. And just realize that this is another ministry opportunity, although it doesn't look how the church deems ministry.
mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? There's been sessions where it has ended in prayer, where
Yes.
it has ended in me, encouraging somebody, where it has ended in a woman, shaking herself and realizing their strength. So it's a very humbling experience. So that's what keeps me going in a nutshell.
We're wrapping up in a few minutes, but Kim. I think me, Amber, and the ladies watching and will watch can definitely fit into your testimony in some way, shape, or form. Because what you're saying is like, listen, I had a layoff, and where other people were look at it as doom and gloom, I looked at it as an opportunity to start my business, to go in full time. And not only did that opportunity propel me into my business, I'm booked. Like, the Lord has is shining
Mm.
favor upon me. He's given me grace for this field where I did not go to school. Like, thank God for education. I went to school and couldn't finish school. And God is giving me everything I dreamt of doing, even if I had my degree. So I know what it is to have an education, and I know what it is not to finish an education. And it's like when God puts you in a position, like before we got on the camera, before Amber got on, we were talking about it, how when God favors you for something,
Mm.
it's just, it's a grace that takes over. You can walk into rooms with millionaires and billionaires, but you can come in the room with a different idea than the rest of them in there. And I think, like, the women watching, I feel encouraged already, but I just want to really encourage our viewers to realize starting a business, starting a ministry, starting a brand, starting being a wife, being a mother, being a single entrepreneur, wherever God has you right here and right now, that you can move forward, that there is nothing that can stop you or blocking you from receiving what God has for you if you allow God to guide you all of the way. And I'm just amazed by the testimonies, because I've had my testimony, but hearing how you ladies are moving forward is pushing me, because I've arrived to a point a month ago where I was still considering it, because I'm asking God, where does He want me to go next in my life? Where does He want me to go next in this journey? And God said, just keep doing what I'm doing. Just keep doing what I'm doing. And there, a breaking is going to happen. So sometimes we're in the middle of something, and sometimes we feel like, well, maybe this isn't working. Well, maybe I've exhausted this season. And God's like, nope, I still need you to hang in here a little while longer. I'm doing this to make you stronger. You're in the fire, but you're not getting burnt. You're in this situation because it's building character. You're in this situation because it's not really about the money, it's really about the souls. So all of that, and weaning out the voices of other people versus the voice of God, like, it's major, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's major. Like, building a faith-based brand, building a faith-based anything is major, because it's not just about a dollar cent. It's about what God is trying to show through your industry.
And I think that this thing that you're trying to do is really beautiful, because within the Christian community, it's kind of just like, it seems like a lot of times they just put things together and then just like ship it out and not really focus on the quality of things. And I'm like, okay, as believers, we're like, we represent Christ. Like, I'm a believer. So I'm like, you have to make sure that you're representing him in a positive way. So why not invest in your branding? Like, make sure you're getting your business or ministry or vision or whatever out at a top tier. Like, so this is like really passionate. And before I even really knew what I was doing, the branding was on a bean. So it's like people judge a book by its cover in this instance. So you have to make sure the book looks good, and also make sure it's content on the inside too. But don't miss an opportunity to have everything brought to you. So kudos, Erica, on this event.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Ditto.
much. All right, last two questions is, Amber, what are you looking forward to on the 29th? Hanging out with the 10 ladies and the team that's going to be there. What are you looking forward to?
Telling stories. I'm looking forward to hearing about these businesses and brands and supporting them. I think the relationship goes for me beyond that day of shooting, and I'm really big on, like, I have clients I've had for since I started 8 years ago that are still connected, and it's not always just a business relationship, though that is a part of it.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is just a mentorship both ways, or a personal relationship. Like, I'll have clients where they'll say, "Hey, can you come do this for me?" And I'll say, "Hey, you can do this yourself and save money. I'm not going to always have you hire me just because it makes money. Sometimes I'm going to tell you, grab your iPhone that you pay more money for than some of these cameras and record it yourself and save your dollars. Because at the end of the day, like, I want you to still be fruitful too. Like, I want to get you started, but like, I'm not here to like hustle. I'm here to help you tell your story.
Amber, I do that too. I think that's a part of our integrity.
Yeah.
I really do, because I had a consultation earlier, and I make websites, I do logos, I do flyers. My client, God bless her, she went and created her own mock-up website, created her own logo, and it was amazing. It was totally amazing. And I didn't take that as an opportunity to say, well, let me do this for you and let me do that for you. I was like, well, since you're on a good note, I said, what you can do next now, I said, you okay with creating your content? You okay with creating your flyers? Because I think you can do it. And I challenged her. I said, I challenge you to make a series of flyers. I said, make 5 or 10 flyers for this event. If you can create a website and a logo, you can create a flyer. So I feel like we're charged to help push people beyond their expectations without putting a dollar amount to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Yes. Miss Kim, what are you looking forward to on the 29th?
I'm looking for the charge that it will give the ladies going through this experience,
Mm,
because I know like there's time that I went and I've done like some branding and stuff like that, and it just like, all right, I'm ready, like, afterwards you be so excited, like, you know what I mean. So I'm looking forward to the ladies going through that whole moment, being pampered and being encouraged by you and going through the photos, and just that self-confidence that they'll exude, knowing that they've made this investment. Like, I
yeah.
think that will be a powerful moment.
Yes. And I know that's going to happen. I like both of you, what you're saying. I know it's going to happen, because I know anytime I look at it from my point of view, anytime I've made an investment for myself, in the beginning, it's like, I don't know, maybe I don't need this. Maybe I can push this off till later. But I do have the money right now, or the necessary funds to do this right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then after I do it, I am so empowered. I feel like Superwoman, like that adrenaline rush. You know, the adrenaline rush, like after a photo shoot happened, like how the ladies, like they ready to go out now. Like it's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to
That's
see
right.
the pictures. I can't wait to see the video. Like I can't wait to hear that giddiness. Like it's gonna be so giddy. These ladies are gonna be such on a high. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, any last statements or comments from either one of you?
No, I'm just looking forward to the event.
Okay, Kim.
Same.
Instagram is Kim S. Warren.
Instagram, I
Uh-huh.
had to think for a second. Instagram is it's KSW Photography.
It's KSW Photography. Okay.
And then Facebook is KSW Photography.
Okay. And Miss Amber, you're at Daphne Pictures underscore.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna show yours first. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm saying gentlemen too, because there might be some men watching, and your woman, your wife, your daughter, your niece, your auntie, your mother, y'all know some women who could use this special event. Please reach out. We have Amber here, who is our lovely videographer. If you would like to contact her directly, she can be found at Instagram at Daphne Pictures underscore. Her email address is also info@daphnepictures.com. So take a screenshot of the screen and forward it to and work with her. Contact her. She is great. Look at her portfolio. Check her out on Amazon, her film on Amazon, which I will do today. Um,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm home for the night. I've been out all day. I'm in for the day. I don't this space is just for, it's just for this. This is about to come off. Uh, and also, ladies and gentlemen, where'd Kim go? Kim did I not save your thing? Oh Lord Jesus.
It's okay.
All right, hold on. No, I got fast fingers. Instagram is
It's KSW Photography.
KSW Photography. And email, I believe I have it right here. Yes, here we go. Miss Kim Warren. Her Instagram is it's KSW Photography. Email is kimswarrenproductions@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, both of these ladies are doing amazing things. I really did not want to make this about me tonight. I wanted to showcase and shine off these two talents. These are the ladies who are going to be servicing you and serving you on the 29th of this month. So if you were considering and purchasing a ticket, I think you should do it now. Ticket sales do close out this Sunday. This Sunday, there are 8 spots left. And I know whoever God wants those 8 spots to go to, those 8 spots will go to. And I just bank on that. So for those of you who are interested in signing up, you can go visit ticket sales and learn more about everybody at brandingmakeover.me. And that's it. That's all I got. Lord's willing, we'll be on here next week with our hairstylist and makeup artists, Ashley Benjamin and Malika Draper. But that's all, y'all. Y'all good?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
What y'all
thank
like
you
to
for
eat and
everything
drink?
you're doing.
They say y'all don't eat and drink, so I made sure not to bring it on the 29th.
I eat the regular stuff.
I'm just allergic to
Coffee, tea,
shellfish.
cookies, chips, fruit salad.
Yeah, I'm just allergic to seafood. That's it.
Oh, so
No.
you can't even smell it?
Not shellfish.
Okay.
Ooh.
My sister is the same way. Okay, so there will be no seafood
But I
at all.
have my EpiPen with me. Don't worry.
Well, we don't want you to have to use it.
There will be, ladies and gentlemen, there is no seafood. So if you think seafood is going to be here, there will be no seafood. All right, done. Kim, you allergic to anything?
Nope.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. And until next time, see you later. Bye.
Bye.